Good afternoon, CFM. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you guys are shaking off the holiday. We've got a strength component followed by a short optional cash out at the end. Let's begin with our warm-up, 4 minutes of your choice warm-up pace cardio. And then I want you to get a band hanging from the overhead position or any bar that's above your head. And what we're gonna do is some band overhead pull downs. So I'm walking way back, setting my feet wide in that universal athletic position. So if you had a few yesterday, this is going to challenge the recovery of your balance, right? Starting up on one leg, kicking the other leg backwards, reaching down and twisting into the ground to try to keep my hips as flat as possible. So looking on our single leg deadlift for the orientation of the hips and trying not to be open like to the side, right? I want to be closed down, or hips facing the ground, toe pointing at the floor, and activity in that back leg. So I want your hamstring and your glute on the leg that's not doing anything to still be fired up, right? Next one is gonna be some wrist rolls. Next one is sumo squats. So stand nice and wide as you can get. Squat all the way down, try to really push those knees away from the center line, and then stand tall. The wider you can go and still get to the bottom with good alignment of the knees, the better. That'll be a good stretch for the groin. And then wrist rolls, you can do these on the floor or standing up, but we're just stretching the wrists in both directions. You can go fingers pointed together, fingers pointed apart, or fingers pointed backwards, fingers pointed forward, but get some good stretches on the wrists and hands and fingers as we do that. 2 rounds through that little complex, and then we're gonna set up all of our stuff for this little strength complex. So the strength complex starts with a relatively heavy squat, and then it moves to lighter, more dynamic, and then some static stuff too. So make sure you focus on your warm-up squats first, because we need to get up to somewhere around 80-ish% for our first set, and that'll put us in the 5 range, right? If you can, try to go up every round. Recognize that these other exercises are gonna accumulate some fatigue in your legs and in your core, so you may not have the ability to go up and hit 5 reps every time, but that percent range of 80 to 85 should be on target for the percents that we need to get a good stimulus out of 5 reps, all right? And notice that I have my wall ball already out as my depth check. This can be another handy thing if you struggle with maintaining depth, is just having something out beneath you, not something hard, but something soft to give you that feedback of I've gotten low enough and now I can push back to the top position, right? So back squat, bar behind my neck, spot that depth check between my feet, all the way down, touch, and then stand back tall. Set of 5, rack the weight, and then in the strength set, I will immediately go to my isometric lunge. So this is a perfect lunge position, and then I just break that back knee off the ground like a 1/4 inch and hold, trying to keep my torso upright, front knee at 90, back knee at 90. If I need a little help, I can give some support from a band in the overhead position. If you want more challenge, then you can pick up a dumbbell or a kettlebell and just hold that object in that low position, right? But whatever makes it really tough for you to hold 15 seconds, but still be able to achieve 15 seconds, that's what I want you to do. Next, after that, we're gonna do 10 reps of a double dumbbell or kettlebell thruster with a pause at the very last rep. So a double dumbbell thruster, they start on my shoulders, squatting all the way down, drive up and overhead. 1, 2, and I go to 10. I go to 9. On the last one, this is number 10. I go up, facing the clock, and I'm holding that overhead position for 10 seconds. Squeezing my abs, pulling my rib cage down, squeezing my shoulders, keeping those dumbbells all the way in my center line with my arms straight. When I'm done, put it down, and then I go to my set of rings for 1 set to failure, and I'm thinking in that like 15-ish rep range. So ring rows to failure is the last thing that I will do, okay? And then I will definitely need a rest break to recover, out of breath. Maybe look at going up in weight, maybe look at going down in weight, or staying the same. As long as the squats are heavy and you're fresh Make sure you're recovering to your breath recovery or heart rate below about 110 to 100 beats per minute after the set is over. It's usually when you feel good enough to go on your next set, okay? That will take the majority of our time for today. When we're done, we can put dumbbells and barbells away, and you will need your wall ball station set up, and you will need a bear crawl setup, which is nothing, it's just the ground, right? So the finisher is 6 minutes long. So 3, 2, 1, go. You got a 6-minute running clock, and that means the intensity should be relatively high. Activity should be constant. You should not stop for water breaks during a 6-minute workout. You should just try to gun it for the whole thing, right? So it'll be 3, 2, 1, go. 8 reps of a wall ball shot. So I've got my wall ball squatting all the way down, extending up, hitting that target, catching again. Okay, find that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set your wall ball down. Wherever you're at, we're gonna do laps around the center, and it's bear crawl. So 1 lap. So I go all the way around, finish where I started, and then right back to my wall ball. And I guarantee you after the first round of that, you're already gonna be winded. So think about, as much as it's crazy to say that, you gotta pace yourself on a 6-minute workout, or you will not get the best score and workout that you could possibly get. So think about how much effort you can sustain for 6 minutes on those 2 relatively challenging movements, and then try to increase that pace as you go through the workout. All right, that's it for this Wednesday. Hope you guys had a great one. I'll see you on Thursday.